Hello everybody, hope you're having another blessed day. And again, we are back on Dueling Book for another deck profile and combo tutorial. Now, for this video, this is going to be my last update for Dark Warriors, probably until we get Red Eyes Dragoons into TCG, which comes out this weekend, I believe. So I will probably be trying to buy some of those tins if I can get a hold of them from my locals, hold from Walmart or wherever I can, and trying to crack those up in an opening video. Now, if I don't, well, it probably gets sold out quickly, so that may not happen. But I do think the deck I have can actually play the Dragoon's engine. So it does require 3 cards in the main and 2 cards in the extra deck, and I'm pretty sure I can afford that. So that may be an option you see in a future video. Also, depending on how long it takes me to probably get Dragoons, this may also be the last Dark Warriors videos I make before we get a Banlist, which also could come out next week on Tuesday, I think. Yeah, Tuesday is the first day of September, so maybe coming out Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I don't know. They don't know. We all don't know, so we just scream. Yeah. Well, yeah, let's get into today's video. So, from my last Dark Warriors video, you can definitely tell I made a ton of changes, and in fact, I made 9 main deck changes. Yes, if you can't tell already, I took out the Sublimation Knight engine. So my free Sublimation Knight Squeak Knight, I took out Instafusion, I took out Upstart, and I took out my free Drag Down to the Grave. Alright. So that's 9 cards I took out. Now, I did replace those with 7 other cards, and I'll explain why in this video. So starting off with the norm, I still play free Ash Blossom because it's still one of the best hand traps. Free Fire and Lays, really good extender for Warriors. And now for the spice in this engine, which I saw someone use, and I want to try it out myself. I'm using Formad's Skipper engine. Yes. You may think, why am I doing that? Sublimation Knight's a 1-card combo, and you are true. However, Sublimation Knight doesn't give me anything extra. It just gets me to my base combo. Unlike Near Space Connector, at least lets me look at my opponent's hand and snipe out a hand trap. Formad's Skipper does something kind of similar. Because as long as I have one more Warrior Extender, I get a really nice combo. Because basically, a Formad's Skipper, I can make it a Warrior type due to its effect, get an Extender, go into the solo if we still to play. However, when it's used for a Link Summon, it does let me add any side verse level of like 4 or higher from my deck to my hand, and that's going to be a card coming up, and I'll explain why that card is so broken. Next, we have free Junk Forward still, free Near Space Connector, free Nibiru, because, it's still like combo heavy meta right now, so I still like to play 9 hand traps at least, even if I'm playing 60 cards. Even 6 cards, I may try to play 12, but anything from basically, let's say 45 to 55, I say play 9. But next card is free Pero Exceed. This thing is freaking awesome, alright? Because one, as soon as you Link Summon, you can chain block your Link Summon effect with this card. This basically says that if you Link Summon, you can special summon this card to one of the arrows it points to. And when it is special summoned by effect of Pero Exceed, it becomes level 4. And also, you get to special summon a second one from your deck. So it's a free 2 level 4s. Yeah. 2 free level 4s. And if you watch the whole Dragoon play against Rev's cards, yeah, you know what he does with that. You know where we're going with that. But then next we have free Filter on Thrasher still, free Armageddon Knights, the Zephyros, Dark Refer. Yeah, you know what these cards are. They're still the same. Right, and this is in the wrong order. You, sir, are supposed to be there. Thank you. Then we have some free Call by the Graves, free Popper-Ups. The whole, this whole engine, nothing's different here. Nothing's different with the Infinite Impermanence. Nothing's different with the Phantom Nightshade Brigadine. Still really good extender, but we're all playing the Grave Digger's Trap Hole. That's a card we can use with Trap Trichophlacia by using 2 level 4s Exceeds. Alright, and this is basically no negate for maybe a Nibiru if opponent doesn't stop us before that. So it's easy to bait out some negates. Alright. Now for our extra deck, you do see also no change. You still have to go certain Cosmic Cyclone. I did put the drag downs now, because I did like having drag downs in my main deck, but I felt like the only time I need that card is if I know I'm going first, which may not happen, so I'll rather play in case I'm forced to go second first turn. Because Yu-Gi-Oh! Is not just a two game series, okay? It's a match best 2 out of 3. So even though I may lose going first, because I may get hit by Nibiru, as soon as I know they are playing Nibiru, I can then side in next time I go first. Not only drag down, but also Prohibition and take up my own Nibirus and, let's say, Ash Blossom or Imperm, okay? So, I'm fine. And a lot of people don't understand that, it's okay to lose your first game. Okay, then you know what you can side against and then win the next two. Okay, so destroy your whole mindset on that. It's okay to lose first game. You're not gonna lose at all. And they still played two free Twin Twister, which I want to take out, but I'm still fearful of Mystic Mine. Now in extra deck we have two Isoldes. Now this is something I'm kind of flip-flopping with. I do want to play Insta Fusion for the whole Rajin, but since Insta Fusion is really hard to draw of a one of, it's not really that useful. It does hurt technically my Extender's consistency, but you know, whatever. And I do like Isolde at 2, mainly because Effect Failure is a very good card right now. So it doesn't destroy my Isolde, but then I do lose its effect. Or if I do get like whatever the card gets destroyed, as long as I don't use the equip spell effect, the Sins of equip spell, which you know they should call you on that, and not just the active hand effect, I can then try again my next turn if I get a chance. So that's good. Now everything else is the same until we get all the way down to the end. We're playing with Flacia, which basically lets you to attach one during your opponent's turn, or when your opponent activates a card effect in their hand, graveyard, or banish monster effect, or whatever. You can basically, I think, send Graveyard's Charcoal, and it gets effect, and this basically negates the opponent's hand. A monster effect from the hand, graveyard, or banished. So, cool. AKA, this helps you stop Nibber or any hand trap. So that is the whole deck, okay? I know that was quickly, but you know, I know you guys seen this 1,000 times. I don't really change a lot of core stuff, such as the call buys. Pop Rub, but you still haven't seen it. It's freaking awesome in Dark Warriors. One of the best draw cards I think this deck can have. If you're not playing, I think you're insane. But yeah, this is all this basic stuff you should know. This is a couple spicy skippers and exceeds. Now I'm going to show you guys two combos. One's going to be what I mean by the combo with just the whole skipper and Warrior Extender. And then I'm going to show you the best combo you can get with this deck, which takes up to 3 cards. Okay, and then of course 1 discard. So let's get into it. Alright, so here is your combo with just a 4-mana skipper and a 1 Warrior Extender, okay? So this is what you get. So you go normal summon, refill Isolde, make it a warrior, get your extender out, go into Isolde. Okay, now on the summon of Isolde, this will be Chain Link 1, you can add a card to your hand, which a lot of people say don't do. I say just do it anyways, why not? But then you can chain block with Skipper, which is then going to add Exceed, or vice versa. You know, they may try to Ash Skipper. You know, you just got to make sure you're not running into like a Ghost Ogre or a Gamma or a Effect Failure. So that's why I always say do Skipper for Chain Link 2. But basically, you're going to add Exceed to your hand, add any warrior. I always pick, well, like usually like Connector if I don't summon the Connector, because it does give me 2 monsters for 1. So that's the whole thought of that. So now we're going to do a whole quick spell play. I try to fast forward if I can. You know the play. Discard Armageddon Knight, blah, blah, blah. Shuffle, put 1 back on top. We get Flag Spreader. Go into High Rex. But now at this point, we can chain block again now with Exceed. Okay, now we're going to Chain Link 1, High Fibrax, Chain Link 2, Exceed. So they cannot hand trap or summon High Fibrax. So that's very good. So now we get that summon. We get the cube, and then Exceed's going to be a new chain, which is now going to produce its second Exceed, both level 2. So now we can use them to overlay into Flacia, and now we are good from all hand traps. So that's awesome. Right? So now from here, we basically go for a retro play. Okay, we're going to go into the Dragster, get the DDR. You know, I'm going to fast forward because, you know, you've seen this play from my channel if you've been around for a while. It's not much different. We're eventually going to get the whole play. That we're going to eventually be able to have, like, Kali Yuga on my opponent's turn. So I'm trying to speed up as fast as I can for you guys. Come on, speedy. Skip. So here we go. We're getting now into Utopia Double. After I send a Cloak, banish to add the whole rank up, which is an awesome card. Please don't ban it. Don't think it should anyways. No meta decks are really playing it at the moment. It's still a good card, but no meta decks are playing it. So, you know, it probably can just go under the radar again. So that works with me. Here we go, double. Add a double or nothing, if I'm able to do that. Yes, I do. Okay. Now we get into Kaiser, the set, and then here's your big eye. So this is basically the inboard of just the skipper, and also with the whole Warrior Extender, okay? You basically get out a free negate. Usually you end with the base 2 warriors, you end with everything but with Flacia. Right, but now we basically get a Warrior Extender. I mean, not Warrior Extender, but a monster negate, which is really nice. On your opponent's turn, you know, you have the option, do you want to go into Desert Locust to pitch a card from your opponent's hand, or you can just go into Formula Synchron, and then that will just let you draw 1 card extra in case you want to try to get a hand trap. It's your own preference. I went with this one because I felt like it. And then after that, you go into the rank up, you get Caliuga, and that's going to probably be game. Because now they can't play these cards now for this turn, unless it's in their hand or in the graveyard or whatever. You already pitched the card out of the hand, so it'll 1 down. And you had 2 Omnigates before you even have to go into Caliuga. You have basically a Spell and Trap Negate and a Monster Negate. So you're probably fine at that point. So that is your combo Forward Skipper. Now I'm going to show you the combo with, well, I feel like it's the best combo this deck can do now. So here's a base hand for what I say is what the best combo this deck can do now. And it's going to need like a Neospace Connector. It's going to need a Parallel Exceed starting out, and then a Warrior Extender. Okay, preferably one that's a level 4, but you can get by with any extender really, because you can use Neospace Connector as your level 4. So starting off with this one, you're going to go with the whole 4-turn Thrasher, because that's the one I picked for this turn. And then from there, you go into Neospace Connector, yada yada. You know that play. Now, when we go into Isolde, after we pitch one like our opponent's hand, on a Isolde's effect to summon, you use the whole Exceed to chain block, supposed to summon it already out to the field, and then add a warrior. And then Exceed's on summon. Here we go. We overlay already. Winter Rafflesia. Boom. So now we don't have to wait so long into like the Highly Fibrax to get to Rafflesia. We do it on the Isolde summon before we even have to go into the equip spell effect. Yes, I know that's probably more than 4 summons. And you know, technically, you can maybe get by with it if you don't have Thrasher and you go to a different monster and summon in a later period of the game. So let's see. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Technically, the second Exceed would be our 5th summon. So at that point, they probably would Nibiru you. But I feel it's kind of early because then you're still able to probably get 2 monsters on the board and maybe do something with that. So maybe they're trying to play it differently and not Nibiru you yet. But, you know, they'll learn from it. So it's still a really good play. So let's keep going with the combo. You know, I'm going to fast forward because you know what I'm doing now. So just speed it up. Basic Dark Warrior combo now. High Fabrics, the Q for the Dawn Dragster to add, to banish about 16 billion times for Armageddon Knight. So I'll pause the game once we get near the end of this whole play because I don't like having you guys watch through the same thing 1,000 times. So getting close to the end. Almost there. So I'll slow it down and kind of click through it manually now. So there we go, blah blah blah, add to my hand. And next deck. Boom. So that's the end of my first turn. Only difference from the whole one from a skipper is that I have an extra extender, which would be really cool in the second. So now on my opponent's turn, I get to go into Synchron, which then lets me draw a card. But then I can also then use it to Synchro up with Thrasher, and also get to use the effect of Desert Locust. So basically, that gives me an option to make my opponent lose a card and me draw a card. And you know, you may draw into a hand trap, and you may have them discard a card they don't really want to discard. So it works both ways. Alright. So then, you know, we go into the whole play of rank up, yada yada yada. There you go, Caliuga. And that was basically, in my opinion, the best board you can make with this deck. You have Rafflesia, you have Dawn Dragster, you have the Locust, you have Kaiser at 5k, which doesn't even get negated by Caliuga, so he's permanently at 5k. And then you have Caliuga. So next turn, you know, you're probably going to wipe the board with him. So with that, that is going to do it for the video. We'll go back to the deck profile quickly in case you want to check it out one last time. Save so I don't forget. You know, I may be making some changes, you know. I may be taking out stuff once I do get Dragoon. So, you know, let's wait for the future of that if I do end up getting that soon. So, since it is the end of the video, I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, please show me by leaving a like on the video or subscribing to my channel already if you haven't done that already, okay? Because this helps you support me and helps me make more videos for you to enjoy. Now, like the end of every single one of my videos. Hope the rest of the week is blessed, and I hope to see you all again in the next video. And with that, I'm out.